If there's one action-packed film series that made the era of the 2000s so astounding, it's the Bourne series by Robert Ludlum. But what if the unmade Bourne movies could have reshaped the landscape of action cinemas? Did you know there were potential plans to put both Jason Bourne and Aaron Cross together in one of the movies? Would they try to kill each other, or would they work together? Let's find out. The unmade projects by the Bourne franchise gave birth to many interesting concepts, such as Aaron Cross's return to investigate the tangled web of the government, an electrifying crossover between two hard-fighting super spies within the same universe, and a world where Jason Bourne is not lost in the murky waters of the East River. What else could have been brought to the Bourne series? Here's going to be a few of them. But before we dive deeper, really quick, please hit the subscribe to stay up to date with our latest videos and show your support. One small click for you, but a huge deal for us. Thanks. The Bourne Legacy 2. The big talk of the franchise was that Bourne Legacy 2, which even came into production after the success of the Bourne Legacy 1, Jeremy Renner's performance, who played Aaron Cross, and a strong supporting cast, including Rachel Weisz, Oscar Isaac, and Edward Norton, garnered attention to the original Bourne Legacy. However, the sequel to it never came to fruition. During a podcast about Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift, director Justin Lin explains why the Bourne Legacy 2 project was killed. After the events of Bourne's Legacy, a sequel was envisioned to further explore Aaron Cross's story. Having nearly escaped the clutches of the CIA, Aaron and Dr. Marta Shearing dive into the complexities of his genetic modifications. Marta's scientific knowledge becomes essential as they seek a remedy for the troubling side effects of these enhancements. The narrative would introduce new characters, including other outcome operatives, who are either in hiding or attempting to break free from the program's grasp. Aaron and Marta's mission is to rally these individuals to unveil the covert government operations behind the Treadstone and the Outcome initiatives. Meanwhile, the CIA, still dealing with Jason Bourne's previous actions, would have launched a highly advanced new program called Blackbriar 2, aimed at creating operatives who are fiercely loyal and nearly impossible to track. Aaron and Marta would have uncovered disturbing truths about Blackbriar 2 and a government scheme to eliminate any remaining Outcome agents. They recognized the significant danger it poses. The film would have showcased thrilling global chases and intense combat scenes as usual, establishing Aaron as a possible worthy successor to Jason Bourne. In the film's climax, Aaron infiltrates a secure Blackbriar 2 facility, uncovering secrets that could bring down the program. In fierce confrontations, he demonstrates his strength even without full enhancements, while Marta hacks into the facility's systems, helping to expose the government's corruption and igniting a worldwide scandal. This unmade Bourne film would have completed Aaron Cross's journey and concluded his role in the Bourne universe, paving the way for a potential crossover with Jason Bourne, another unmade Bourne movie that could redefine the Bourne series. The Super Soldiers team up. A crossover film featuring Jason Bourne, played by Matt Damon, and Aaron Cross, portrayed by Jeremy Renner, was a concept explored after the Bourne Legacy in 2012. This idea aimed to intertwine their narratives, delving deeper into the repercussions of covert government operations like Treadstone and Blackbriar 2. The storyline could have opened with both characters grappling with the aftermath of these programs' revelations, leading to a global threat. A rogue group harnessing genetic enhancement to forge an army of super soldiers. Bourne and Cross would have to unite to confront this danger. The relationship between Bourne and Cross would have been pivotal, marked by tension and distrust due to their contrasting backgrounds. We might have even been treated with a huge hand-to-hand fight between the two to begin with. Eventually, they would conclude with physical stalemate, battered and bruised obviously. Marta would calm the two exhausted assassins and force a conversation, which would show that they are both on the same side and not sent by the agency to kill each other. But Bourne's quest for truth and redemption would conflict with Cross's survival instincts and quest to comprehend his enhancements. The film's antagonists would include rogue officials and a splinter faction led by a former intelligence officer or scientist developing enhanced operatives as formidable foes. We would expect thrilling action sequences set in various global locales, blending Bourne's signature combat style with the super soldier capabilities introduced in the Bourne Legacy. The climax might have featured a gripping showdown against the rogue faction, culminating in Bourne and Cross collaborating to eliminate the threat. The conclusion would hint at the ongoing existence of these vulnerable experiments, paving the way for future films. Despite its intriguing plot, the crossover never came to fruition due to scheduling issues and creative differences when particularly Matt Damon and director Paul Greengrass returned to the franchise for Jason Bourne in 2016. However, there's one more unmade movie that you might have wanted to root for: The Born Betrayal. The Born Betrayal is a novel by Eric Van Lustbader and part of the broader Bourne series, which remained more of a concept than a full developed project. Despite the enthusiasm for adopting additional novels after the earlier Bourne films, it ultimately did not progress into a concrete movie endeavor. Following the gripping events of the Bourne Ultimatum, the Born Betrayal concept would have continued Jason Bourne's journey as he would adopt a new identity while grappling with his fragmented history. Despite his attempts to stay off the radar, he's drawn back into the espionage world when CIA agent Martin Lindros, one of his few trusted allies, seeks his assistance. Lindros would be probing a series of nuclear threats tied to an arms dealer collaborating with a radical group, but he mysteriously vanishes in Africa while pursuing uranium shipments. Driven by loyalty, Bourne would set out to locate Lindros, uncovering a tangled web of lies involving foreign terrorists and influential U.S. officials. As he investigates further, Bourne would have stumbled upon a conspiracy within the CIA. Rogue agents are manipulating the terrorist organization to serve their own agendas. The organization he once trusted is now twisted with global terrorism, exploiting crisis for profit and power. Bourne's journey would lead him to Africa, where he confronts both the terrorist faction and the arms dealer. He would soon realize that the nuclear threat is merely a smokescreen, with the real peril stemming from corrupt CIA operatives aiming to destabilize world economies. Ultimately, Bourne would have rescued Lindros, and together they thought the nuclear attack while gathering incriminating evidence against the rogue agents. Yet, this triumph could have come at a significant personal sacrifice for Bourne, who remains a fugitive, trapped between the shadows of the past and the ethical dilemmas of international espionage. This film would have eventually granted Bourne the closure he has long sought. In the end, in a universe where the unproduced Bourne films thrive, the legacies of Jason Bourne and Aaron Cross could have transformed the genre, merging more high-octane action with espionage. These unmade movies serve as reminders of the potential that the Bourne series still has amongst fans. But hey, wait, it's not too late for Jason Bourne to come back to action. In late 2023, the news broke out that Bourne franchise would be returning with a new movie in the series, with the director Edward Berger and Matt Damon as Jason Bourne once again. The movie does not have an official title, but it's dubbed as Jason Bourne 6 for now. No confirmed production or release date so far, and fans are starting to doubt it will ever get made. So what do you think? Will they be able to accomplish this new Bourne project in the future? Or will it just be another unmade Bourne movie? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Also, let us know what movies or characters we should explore next. This video was made by movie fans for movie fans.